When you wash a cup, fold laundry, or sweep the floor, you might think of these as small, unimportant jobs. They seem like things we must finish quickly so we can move on to something better. But these moments are part of our life. If we rush through them, we are rushing through our own days. Instead of hurrying, try to notice what is in front of you. Feel the warmth of the water on your hands. See the colors of the cloth you fold. Hear the sound of the broom touching the floor. These are not just background noises or passing feelings. They are the life that is happening right now. When your attention is fully with the task, something changes. The work becomes softer, lighter. Even if the job is simple, it can bring you a quiet kind of joy. You are no longer just cleaning or folding. You are living that moment completely. Sometimes your mind will wander to worries or plans. That is natural. When you notice it, gently return to the task. There is no need to judge yourself. Just come back, like returning home. Through this way, even ordinary work becomes a place of peace. You may find that your breath slows, your shoulders drop, and your thoughts grow less heavy. The chores are still there, but they no longer feel like a burden. They become a doorway to a calmer way of living, one step, one movement, one breath at a time. Every task has its own pace. Washing dishes moves differently from sweeping a garden path, and cooking has another rhythm still. But within each task, there is something that never leaves you, your breathing. It is always with you, from the first moment of the day until the last. When you work, try to notice the gentle rise and fall of your breath. You do not need to change it or control it. Just let it be, like waves touching the shore. As your hands move, your breath moves too. Soon, you may feel that the work and the breathing are part of the same flow. If the task is heavy or tiring, your breath may feel shorter. If it is light and slow, your breath may be deeper. By simply noticing this, you can understand your body more. You can see when you need to rest and when you have more strength to give. Some people think breathing is too simple to help with daily life. But when you pay attention to it, you will find it can guide your movements, calm your thoughts, and keep you steady. It is like a quiet friend who walks beside you even when the day is busy. Next time you are working, whether in the kitchen, the yard, or the shop, listen for that friend. Feel the air enter and leave. Let the rhythm carry you through the task. You may discover that even hard work feels a little lighter when your breath and your hands are moving together. In daily work, it is easy to focus only on the big goal. We want the whole room clean, all the clothes folded, or the meal finished and ready to serve. But much of life is made of small details, and these details can hold quiet treasures if we take the time to notice them. When you wipe a table, look at the way the light touches its surface. When you wash vegetables, notice the shape and color of each one. Even in something as simple as tying a bag or closing a drawer, there is a moment of touch, sound, and sight that is unique. At first, you may think these little things are not important, but when you pay attention to them, they can make the work feel richer and more alive. You begin to see that no two moments are the same. The cloth you fold today will never be folded in exactly the same way again. The spoon you place on the counter will rest there in a way it never has before. Noticing small details can also help you feel more connected to your surroundings. You may start to sense how your hands, your tools, and the space around you work together. The work becomes not just something you do, but something you share with the world around you. In this way, even the smallest act becomes part of something larger. By giving your attention to the details, you give more life to each moment, and you may find that the simplest work becomes quietly beautiful. Many chores are the same every day. You sweep the floor again, you wash the dishes again, you fold the clothes again. At first, this may feel boring or endless. You might wish for something new or exciting. But repetition is not always a burden. If we change the way we see it, it can become a gentle and calming rhythm. Think of the sound of rain falling. Each drop is similar, yet together they create a peaceful song. In the same way, the repeated movements of your work can be like music for the body and mind. Your hands know what to do. Your steps find their own pace. Without rushing, you simply follow the natural flow of the task. When you repeat the same action, you have a chance to grow more skillful and more graceful. The broom moves with less effort. The cloth folds more neatly. Your body begins to move in harmony with the task, and you may feel a quiet satisfaction in doing it well. If your thoughts wander, the repetition can gently guide you back. Each sweep of the broom or turn of the spoon reminds you where you are and what you are doing. You do not need to fight the work. You can let it carry you the way a river carries a leaf. By seeing repetition as a friend instead of a burden, you may find that these daily actions bring stability and peace. They become less about getting them done and more about simply being in the moment, moving smoothly from one action to the next. In modern life, we are often told to do things faster. Quick meals, quick answers, quick results. But when we move too fast, we miss many things. We do not see what is in front of us, and we make more mistakes. Slowness, on the other hand, can open a door to greater clarity. When you slow down in your work, you give yourself time to see each step clearly. You notice how the knife moves through a vegetable, how the cloth smooths over the table, how your feet feel as they touch the floor. This careful attention helps you understand the task better and do it with more care. Slowness is not the same as laziness. It does not mean wasting time. It means giving each moment enough space to show itself fully. Like watching a sunrise, you cannot hurry the light. You can only be there to see it unfold. By moving more slowly, you may also feel more steady inside. You are not pulled in many directions at once. Your thoughts have room to settle, like dust floating down in a quiet room. The work becomes more accurate, and your body feels less tense. Try choosing one simple task today and doing it more slowly than usual. See how it changes the way you feel. You might discover that in slowing down, you are not losing time at all. You are gaining a clearer view of life as it is, one calm step at a time. Every day, we do many things without thinking much about them. We open a door, pour a glass of water, put on our shoes. These actions are so common that we barely notice them. But even the simplest action can feel different when you give it your full presence. Full presence means being completely with what you are doing, without letting your mind run ahead or wander away. When you open a door, you feel the handle in your hand, the weight of the door as it moves. When you pour water, you watch the stream fall, hear the gentle sound, and see the light catch the surface. These details are not extra, they are part of the moment itself. When you bring your whole attention to a small action, it often feels richer and more satisfying. You might find that you move more carefully, with less waste and fewer mistakes. You may also feel calmer, as your mind is no longer split between many thoughts. This way of acting can also change how you relate to others. If you hand someone a cup while giving full presence to that action, they may sense your care. The quality of your attention becomes a quiet gift, even in silence. It takes practice to bring presence into all your actions, but you can start with just one today. As you do it, notice how the action feels when you give it all of yourself. You may discover that the smallest things can hold the deepest sense of being alive. We often think beauty belongs only to special places or moments, sunsets, art, music, or rare events. But there is also beauty in the way we move through our daily lives. The way you place a bowl on the table hang a towel to dry, or sweep a step can have its own quiet grace. To notice this beauty, you do not need to change how you work. You only need to see it as it happens. Watch how your hands move when you prepare a meal. Notice the smooth arc of water from a jug, the steady sweep of a cloth across the counter. These are small dances, shaped by your body and the world around you. When you start to see your movements in this way, the work can feel less like a duty and more like an art. You may find yourself making each action a little more gentle, a little more balanced. Over time, your body learns to move with ease, and the work feels lighter. This beauty is not for show. It is not about being perfect. It is about feeling harmony between your movements and the space around you. Even if no one is watching, you can enjoy the quiet elegance of your own actions. Next time you go about your day, see if you can catch these small moments of beauty. They may last only a second, but they can brighten the whole task. In learning to see them, you also learn to see the simple, shining moments that are always part of ordinary life. Some days are full from morning to night. There are many tasks to finish, people to talk to, and problems to solve. In such times, it is easy to feel hurried inside, even if your body is still. Your thoughts may jump from one thing to the next, and your chest may feel tight. But even in busy moments, it is possible to keep a quiet heart. A quiet heart does not mean the world around you is silent. It means you are steady inside, like a lake that remains calm even when the wind touches its surface. To find this steadiness, start by noticing one small thing around you, a sound, a movement, or the feel of something in your hand. This can anchor you, even when many things are happening at once. As you work, try not to hold everything in your mind at the same time. Focus on one step, then the next. If you need to plan, do it clearly, and then return to the task at hand. This way, your thoughts do not pull you in many directions. You may also find it helpful to soften your body. Let your shoulders drop, relax your jaw, and let your hands move with care. When the body is softer, the mind often follows. With practice, you can carry this quiet heart through even the busiest times. The world may be moving quickly, but inside you there is a place that remains still, like a gentle light that is never blown out. Household work can often feel like something we must get out of the way. Washing, cleaning, cooking, they repeat every day, and they can seem endless. But what if these moments could also be a time to rest inside, even while your body is moving? Inner stillness is not about stopping all action. It is about feeling calm and balanced within yourself, no matter what your hands are doing. As you wash a dish, you can let your mind settle, feeling only the gentle motion of the cloth and the sound of the water. As you sweep the floor, you can allow your thoughts to soften, moving only with the steady rhythm of the broom. When you treat these moments as a kind of quiet space, you may notice your breathing become easier and your body more relaxed. You are no longer pushing through the work just to finish. Instead, you are simply being there, letting each action rise and fall naturally. This approach can also change how you feel after the task is done. Instead of being tired or tense, you may feel refreshed, as if the work itself has helped to clear your mind. The chores become not only a way to care for your home, but also a way to care for your own heart. Over time, you may come to look forward to these simple moments. In them, you find a stillness that does not depend on sitting in silence or being alone. It is a stillness that you can carry with you, even into the busiest parts of your day. Life is made of many small moments, joined together like beads on a string. Some are bright and joyful, others are quiet and ordinary. When we meet each moment with awareness, we begin to see the value in all of them. Every step, every task, every breath becomes part of the same beautiful pattern. Greater awareness does not mean forcing yourself to notice everything. It simply means being open to what is here. When you are drinking tea, be with the tea. When you are speaking to someone, be with that person fully. In this way, your days feel more complete, and you no longer miss the simple joys that are already around you. Living like this can also change the way you remember your days. Instead of feeling that time has passed in a blur, you may recall the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of a friend's laughter, or the peaceful rhythm of a daily chore. These are the treasures we carry with us, even when the moment has passed. There is no need to wait for a special day to begin. Every morning gives us a new chance to live with more clarity and care. By meeting each moment as it comes, you create a life that feels whole and deeply lived. To those who have shared their kindness through likes, subscriptions, comments, super thanks, or joining the membership, please know that your support is received with deep gratitude. Your presence here is valued, and it brings warmth to this space we share together. Thank you for walking this path alongside me.